fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Mariota. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Agba.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and I'm these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah. Shorty oughta been my me. Oh yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left. Yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. I down, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now, Barney.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
right, now,
he looked like one of those guys.
56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Watch it now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
From the gun, Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Vontaze Burfict in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Ross on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second down, Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Ross. before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Mariota now to throw on first down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, down to about the 22 here. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Carry here for their fullback. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Yeah, baby.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
A first down throw for Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Ross. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 24.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. 3. Let's go.
To throw Mariota. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mariota to throw it. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Mariota now on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now Mariota. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. In for the score. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the Browns getting set to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield on first down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
On second down, here's Mixon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Travis Carey there to make the tackle. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On first and 10, here's Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Malone. And he takes us down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
From the red zone now, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Mariota. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They get it to him running left, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a second and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 84 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. First down, Mariota. That's caught. It's Malone. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Mariota on first down. And that is incomplete here.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again, Mariota. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Mixon with a first down carry. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw now. Mariota got his man complete over the middle. That's Malone. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Mariota now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Mariota. And able to find Green. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. Mariota now, 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They toss to Mixon, and this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And this is going to be incomplete. Darquez Dennard there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Preston Brown. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Carl Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Third and long for Mayfield. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand. Following the interception here, Mariota. And right side, Henry's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. throwing. Mariota. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hurry up, here we go! Gun! 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 Gun!
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Jordan Willis. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense was probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Throwing here, Mariota. Open man there is Malone. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mayfield on play action. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Detroit! Now let's go! Watch it now, Barney! Over!
One last shot from Mayfield here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.